You know, I made it.
No, you missed. What?
We went to San Diego and we went to Chicano Park and we met Mario, who was a muralist.
And culture was the main thing that it was exploding here, because culture is that what we were.
Mario Terrero
Because
is
we
an
have-
artist and a teacher, but he's not a teacher in like a traditional way as like teacher in a school. But he taught us a lot about you know, his culture and where he comes from, and a lot about the Chicanos.
As Aztecs and Mayans and Chicanos, that's what Chicanos is different from, let's say, Latino. The Chicanos consider the Native Americanness, unlike the others, Latinos and Hispanics.
This group of Mexican Americans, Chicanos, have taken over their neighborhood, and they're trying to make their neighborhood like they would like to see their neighborhood.
I think it's amazing that his mural project, which is now the largest mural project in the United States, has come so far. It started in the 70s and now it's such a big part of the city. And I thought it was awesome that I could be a part of that. And in like 20 years, I'm definitely going back to the corner of Sampson and Logan because I painted the stop sign there.
We went down to a neighborhood that they're trying to revitalize, where we got to paint.
That Poncanua was, I mean, it had been 500 years of being like this. So now we are speaking out, and we're talking about, first of all, it was our own self.
I think that's a big privilege to be able to do something like that.
Out of all the students I've ever taken on these trips, I only know of one that hasn't graduated or is not on track to graduate. And we've been doing this a long time. If you could get 99% of your students who've experienced these trips stay in school, you know, don't you think that a university would be really interested in doing them more?
We went to Ocean Beach, and that was quite an experience.
Spent one whole day on the beach in a quintessential surf town.
I wasn't expecting what it was like at Ocean Beach.
It was a really surreal experience because I felt like Ocean Beach was kind of like straight out of a movie.
Ocean Beach was a very different experience. The people there were very, very relaxed.
I think that was what was the culture shock. It's like these people just like picked up their lives wherever they were in the U.S. and just like all spilled out into Ocean Beach.
Just, you know, sleeping on the beach. They're just kind of like wanderers out there.
They all know each other, and it was a really, really surreal place. It's one of the weirdest places I've ever been. Just seeing people interact like that.
I really liked it. It was definitely different from any other place we went to on the trip.
Drove up Highway 1 up into San Francisco. We stopped along the way to visit with some sea elephants who have a real special spot on the beach there, and it was pretty amazing to watch. Well, it was pretty amazing to watch the students watch the sea elephants, actually. That was fun.
You don't drive your car much in the city. Now it's just like
I liked that we walked the Golden Gate Bridge because I didn't realize like how long and big it was.
If you drive a car across it, you don't get a lot from it. But when you actually walk across it, you get to see, you know, Alcatraz out there in the water, and you can feel the wind and the cars and stuff just rush by you, and it's a very different experience.
We got to spend a couple hours in the California College of Arts and San Francisco Art Institute, and that's where I went to school. It's famous for any book on West Coast art. The San Francisco Art Institute is always mentioned.
In San Francisco, we went to 2 different art museums. The Museum of Modern Art,
which was so exciting because there was an exhibit that opened that day, and it was phenomenal. I feel so lucky to have seen it. Gordon and I sat and watched it for like an hour. It was amazing.
And the one I really enjoyed was the DeYoung Museum, and it was just a great experience to be there.
It inspired me a lot to see all this different kind of artwork than what I'm used to seeing here in Bowling Green.
These trips, you get to learn from doing things and talking with people and asking questions.
BG should continue doing these trips. I learned a lot firsthand. I could have, watched a show about it or read a book about it, but it's a lot different when you're actually there and you actually interact and you have your own personal experiences with it.
Being able to see and meet definitely has a bigger impact on you, and you value it more.
It broke!
When you do that from the book, it's not really coming from the heart.
Communicating with different cultures is really important.
I see more of an exchange between cultures than when I'm wherever I live.
You're sort of forced to connect with people who are going on these trips, especially establishing the Arts Village community.
My favorite aspect of the trip, finding myself and finally kind of knowing who I am. And I just think that what made me think about that so much was just going to the Navajo Nation and getting to know June and Francis, and I probably will never forget that.
It definitely took me out of my comfort zone. It definitely gave me a bigger perspective on life.
And people are transformed and they're motivated. Artists have more things to write about, to film, to paint about, to dance about. Social workers understand what they're trying to do better, see how other cultures are handling their issues of poverty or violence or hunger.
There are so many things that are going wrong today. And we feel when we have students come here, perhaps in the future, they will be able to correct some of these things.
Climbing a mountain.